Good evening and welcome to the Kobold Cafe. It's Thursday night and we are playing Star Wars Distant Suns, and we are up to Chapter 17. I'm Colin. I'm the GM. You're going to hear me talk a lot tonight. Joining us, as usual, we have Everoth.
Hello, I am Everett, playing Ebon, your shield and lightsaber spear wielding Wookiee.
And James.
Hey, I'm James. I am playing Vaughn Aslars, the Mandalorian force-using kind of a badass now.
And Logic.
Hi, I'm Logic. I'm playing Venric, the commander of this ragtag group now, I guess? Or their army.
Yeah, you're not the commander of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's the commander of
Army.
us.
Hell, we
We're barely the
hired
commander of us.
somebody to command our army.
You're just one of the wrecking crew.
And Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Pishi, who's mentally broken and probably going to do something really stupid this session.
And last but not least, we have Tom.
I'm Tom. I play Jin, the force-using cyborg martial artist.
All
Say
right.
that 5 times fast.
Force using cyborg martial artist.
Wait, what was it?
Force using cyborg martial artist.
What, again? What was that? I didn't catch it.
I'm just saying it's not as
Talk
bad.
about Jack.
Oh, come on. You weren't going to let me do that 3 more times? I see how it is. You're no
All
fun.
right. So, since we took a break for our Halloween programming last week, does anybody want to catch us up on where we were and what we were doing?
So my jerk ass of a clone sister kidnapped my other newer clone sister, and then not kidnapped, lied to me, and then brought her here, where she was drained of her essence, and we showed up, and murdered evil clone sister because good little clone sister was dead, and we also did some, jailbreaky stuff. And when we were escaping, there was a Super Star Destroyer there ready to pwn us.
Yeah. We're gonna get shot out of the sky.
Which, I mean, theoretically, we could have seen as we were leaving, the atmosphere. Because that's a large item in the sky.
It wasn't in orbit.
Oh, that's fair.
It's past the asteroid field, I think.
Yeah. We needed to just break the asteroid field so we could hyperspace.
Yeah. So,
Right, I remember now.
your battleship was sort of halfway because it was almost exactly half as fast as you. So they should be... Oh, and plus you started out on them, so maybe they're slightly more than halfway. Anyway, they are still en route. But, yes. So let me bring up...
The old death map.
Okay, so...
Not to scale.
Not to scale by any stretch. To get to be scale, we would not have nearly enough room on the table for the Dreadnought. It is not a Super Star Destroyer, just since you guys fought during the war. It is a acclimator, assertor class Dreadnought. It's it's a command and control ship. So this would be the kind of thing that you would lead this would be the flagship for the biggest armadas or controlling the most crucial sectors forces.
Okay, so it's not the shooty bang bang, which was the super.
Well, it's
I mean-
it's based on the same space frame, but that one was focused way more on offense. This one is focused more on command and control and supporting other forces. It's the difference between
It's an HQ unit.
yes. I don't know how to draw a parallel.
No, I gets it.
I was just thinking Warhammer.
It gives +1 to ally units within range. Okay.
That said, it does have a ton of weaponry, and I mean, effectively, for the purposes of your own ship, it's effectively the same as going up against a Superstar Destroyer. And remember how badly you got fucked up by the regular Star Destroyer.
Yeah, I think we're bailing.
Okay, and of course it disgorges an entire wing of TIE fighters, too.
Do you want me to snap out an astrogation?
It will take longer to do that than it'll take the ties to get to you. So you are going to have to run a little bit while you work on that. So let's bring up.
I can run.
Yeah, Varroth, get prepared to start shooting.
Where's the button for it again? It would be.
All right.
Which roughly translates to "I'm always ready."
So this is sort of the outskirts, because remember, this is a planet that has been, torn apart by some sort of cataclysm. So you're on the outskirts of the debris or asteroid field. To get away from the Superstar Destroyer, you're gonna have to kind of go into it. So I'm gonna have you guys do two things. One, you have to succeed on the astrogation check, and you can kind of see that there's approximately 3 different sizes of asteroids here. So we're just going to the difficulty of the astrogation check is going to be based on the size of the nearest asteroid. Just because I figure the smaller they are, the more of them there are. And so the big one, it's difficulty 2, medium size difficulty 3, and small size difficulty 4. And then the other thing that you guys will have to do in order to escape is just make it to one of the board edges. I'm just going to say that's kind of like getting outside of... Because you can't go to light speed or hyperspeed inside of an asteroid field, because you'll clip something and die.
But any of the 3 asteroid edges,
Yeah.
just not the one behind us.
Oh, I mean, you can even make that one, honestly. If just know that, that's where the ships are spawning from.
Yeah.
And then because
Okay.
they are fastest, there are 3 squads of TIE interceptors coming up behind you.
So James astrogate and I pilot then?
Are you asking me or James?
James.
Do I need to be astrogating this whole time, or
No,
do we do the
you just
pilot-co-pilot thing?
need to succeed on... somebody has to succeed on the check.
All right, I'm going to yell at R1 also to get his hoppy butt up here.
Whoops.
Wah wah.
Apologies for whoever just threw dice out.
Bye, Van.
Oh, you can
I
delete
don't
your
have
own
a
now.
token anymore.
That was me, but I have them still.
Oh, no. Apparently I do. That started working again. Okay.
Oh, you are the box now.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Maybe you should lock that.
Well, the problem is actually that I've been unlocking it accidentally. I'm aiming for the ties.
Maybe we should unlock the ties before we drop that.
Oh, wouldn't that be smart?
Here, I got it. Maybe. Alright, I got half of them. I'll get the other half. Maybe not. Okay.
You just locked all the ones that were unlocked.
Oh, really? Of course I did. Content! There we go.
You sure?
Yes. Yeah, especially since they're dancing around as you move those.
Okay.
Alright. I'll yell at everyone. Everyone get on a gun!
Yeah, we're gonna do some initiative rolls right off the bat here.
Cool or vigilance? It doesn't matter for me, but
Cool.
oh, we don't need you over here anymore, Rolly. You're a good droid. And don't forget Gunny.
Right. Okay. Who is on which guns?
I'll take the main gun. Or
Okay.
at least the main upper gun.
Those are two different guns. There's
sorry, I
there's the
thought the-
close range turret and there's the longer range like broadside guns.
Long range, I mean.
You're taking the longer range guns, okay?
Yes.
Logic?
Logic. Get up.
Yeah, I can't. Shit, I'm not probably the best to have on gunnery, but I can give support for the group on that. With the
Yeah, you don't have to be on a gun.
fire support action, so I'll probably be doing that.
Okay. So then we'll put Gunny on one of the two turrets and
Yeah.
Tom on the other.
Yep.
Okay. So then it looks like Terra is first.
Cool. All right. So on my turn, I am going to use my maneuver to accelerate.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
wait, am I-
co-pilot.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I think I forgot that.
So you can increase the ship's speed from 1 to 2.
And then I will do my co-pilot maneuver. No, you're still flying. It's just I was looking into it, and it's like, wait, I can still do these maneuvers.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
At least that's what if I read that correctly.
I mean, if it has a spot for a pilot and a co-pilot, I don't see any reason why not.
And it's difficulty 2, right, on the co-piloting, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to be a jerk and add things in, or
I've only got 2. I gotta save them for when the
real fight happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 success, 4 advantages. We're not. I mean, it's not really a combat roll, so a lot of these advantage spends aren't really going to make sense.
I could do something else. I am going to observe the meteor field to look for something snazzy.
Okay. Ooh, okay. This asteroid right here is, it looks like it's made up of some sort of a volatile mixture that if you hit with a blaster will probably have a pretty significant explosion.
I will inform the rest of the crew of that. And I believe that costs 2?
Sorry, which asteroid?
This one right here.
2 seems fair.
All right, and then I will up. Is there any way I could interact with the environment to give us a defense of +1?
No.
Okay.
I would just pass a blue die along to somebody.
All right, I'll give James a die.
Sure.
Or
So that'd be James because, you know, he's the one where it would cost 1 blue die instead of 2. All right. I guess not because Gunny's next, but they are well out of range.
You could aim.
Yeah. All right. He'll aim. And now it's Vaughn's turn.
All right. Well, shit. I might as well accelerate from what 1 to 2, 2 to 3.
From 2 to 3.
So where's that put us?
Speed 3.
Okay. So that means I can move. Where?
Speed 2 to 4. Move anywhere within close range, or use 1 maneuver to change your range.
I am gonna go ahead and oh shit.
Put you right next to the explosive asteroid. Great plan.
Explosive asteroid. I moved there.
Okay, so that's both of your maneuvers. You can take an action 2 if you spend 2 strain.
Is that ship strain or me strain?
You strain.
Is there another action I should take?
I mean, you could start plotting the course.
Can I do that? Or I want to boost shields.
Not pilot only for angle deflector shields? Oh, boost shields.
Yeah.
Power from other... Yeah, okay.
Seems like it's a thing you can do while flying. Sounds like it's just me flipping some switches.
Yeah, alright. Difficulty 3 mechanics.
All right, and you get that bonus or the boost from me.
Two successes.
2 successes.
No advantages. So, you succeed, and which zone?
Rear deflector.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And so that's for 2 rounds, looks like.
Cool.
All right, and next.
And remember, you still have that -1 difficulty on your next piloting check.
Venric.
Yeah, they're most likely going to catch up to us really fast. So he's going to look at the people on the guns and start issuing fire discipline.
Ooh, okay.
Probably take
Fire
a card.
discipline. On a successful check, the next crew member firing a weapon aboard the ship can add a boost to his check. Each additional success grants this to an additional crew member. So you got
Only one.
one more.
Oh yeah, 2 because the triumph.
Yeah, so that would be the next 2 shots, I guess, each get a boost. In addition, the
Really
crew
no
member can
card.
spend 3 advantages. You don't have any enough advantages. Okay. And then, yeah, for the triumph. Oh, right, for the triumph. So you can either get a card, or you can allow every hit from the shipboard weapons to inflict 1 system strain on their target, as well as regular damage. I would take a card.
Yeah, I'm
Same.
gonna take a card.
All right, so we have -1 diff to piloting. And what was the other one? +1, plus a boost.
To each of the next 2 combat checks. All right, so next is the Blue Squadron. That's these guys. We're going to say that, I mean, they've been coming in pretty hot. So we're going to say they're going speed 5. Move within close. 1 maneuver to change 2 ranges. Oh, yeah, so they're like right on top of you guys already.
Yes, they are.
I mean, they're interceptors.
Yeah, I wasn't
This is
saying that
what
was
they
a bad
do.
thing. I was just literally saying yes, they are.
Okay, so that was a maneuver, and we'll have them roll an attack with... Are they quad-linked? Yeah, linked 3. And there are 4 in a squadron.
Oh yeah, and rear deflectors. For 2 turns, how long was that rear boost for?
Yeah, for 2 turns. Alright, so gunnery is yellow, yellow, yellow for 4 of them. Clear. Your shields are normally 1 in the rear. Ooh. Good thing you decided to up those. Your shields are way stronger in the front. For a merchant ship, you think that'd be the other way around.
Yeah.
Alright, Close qualities. Linked 3 is the only quality. Okay. Four successes, one advantage. Damage.
Damage.
6.
Yep.
So 6 plus, I think, 4 successes.
Mhm.
So 10 damage. Less your 5 armor, so they do 5 damage.
And shields is what again?
The black dice that they're rolling against.
That's right.
Okie doke.
So we took 10,
5.
5. Oh, we
5.
fixed our whole trauma before, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It was at 48 because there was a... When did you take it?
Months ago. We
What?
would've
No,
repaired.
no. In the attack, you just took it on the surface.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Brain fart.
Okay. Who goes after blue? Jin.
Trying to decide if I want to shoot them or if I want to shoot the asteroid.
You can't shoot the asteroid. We're
Oh,
way
yeah,
too
far away.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Eh,
It is out of the range of his guns.
Yes. So I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay.
Two difficulty.
1 difficulty. And I don't think they have anything for defense. Nope. Armor 2.
I want to get a boost too.
You do get a boost. Three successes, 1 advantage. Was that you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And the quad laser cannon is 5, so you did 8 damage, so that's 6 damage. And their hull trauma is exactly 6, so you get 1.
I got one. Great kid, don't get cocky.
Yeah. It's my first ship kill. That's all I can do, I think. So.
Yep. All right. Who's after Jin? Yellow and then red. Dang it. There it is. Haha.
Can everyone else see the colors finally, or is it just me?
Well, yeah, no, I can see the colors finally. Oh,
Yeah.
on the one, these three, these all are here still purple.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I figured out what's going on.
Hmm.
It's something ridiculously stupid, but I figured it out.
Yay.
All right. So your shields on the starboard side are 2. Two successes, 3 advantages, so that's 6, 7, 8. 3 advantages means they'll do a critical, and 8 minus 3, so you take 3 more hull trauma. And a vehicle critical. 76. Power fluctuations. The pilot cannot voluntarily inflict system strain on the ship in order to gain an extra starship maneuver or something until this critical hit is repaired. Oh, so it turns out that is system strain for the... You get your strain back. James.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was yellow. And now red.
Yep. Power fluctuations. There it is. Just to remind us. I'm gonna get confused. So for some reason they're attacking you from the port side, even though it'd be smarter to go from the back.
Now we're getting boxed in.
4 successes, 1 threat, 1 triumph. 4 successes is 10, so that's another 6 damage. And they'll inflict a critical with that triumph. Probably. Yeah. 85.
Oof.
Shields down.
Oof.
Decrease defense in the affected zone to 0, that's the port side. And decrease defense in all other zones by 1 until this critical hit is repaired.
Oof.
Defense can be assigned to protect that zone from other zones as usual. If the ship or vehicle is without defense, suffer 4 points of system strain. But you have defense, so.
Running.
Search. Shields down.
So, quick question.
Mhm.
Would James have to roll the or someone has to roll the astrogation, and we also have to get to this corner, or we have to get to that corner, and then we can roll the astrogation?
No, you can roll the astrogation whenever. One is to plot the course, and the other one is to get somewhere where you're not going to crash into something at a relative fast velocity.
Okay, but will we even if we're off the board, will we keep getting shot at until that astrogation gets rolled?
Yeah, you can't go to light speed until you
Okay.
roll astrogation.
Okay, cool.
So somebody needs to roll astrogation.
Honestly, we should try and just get to the side at this point.
Yeah, but we still have to roll astrogation. That's what I was checking.
All right. So who goes?
There.
Ev.
I don't think I have them on sight with the band, right?
You can fire the port side at red or the starboard side at yellow.
With a long range?
Yeah, they're much closer than long range. They're at close range.
I'll give it a shot then.
Okay.
Remember,
Which
you
one?
have a boost die.
Difficulty is 1, and yes, you have a boost die.
Okay, so that is 4. And difficulty 2?
1.
1.
Wait.
Are you shooting on the left side or the right side?
Right side.
Wait, don't roll. Take away the... No difficulty.
Oh. All right.
So that is a 3 successes, 2 advantages.
3 successes, 2 advantages.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
No.
No, that's not right. Read it now.
5 successes, 2 advantages.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Damage is 6. How many advantages did you get? 2 advantages. That's not enough. Oh, wait. No, I think that's exactly enough to trigger linked. That is exactly enough to trigger linked.
Yes.
So you can link both of those together.
Mm-hmm.
6 and 6 is 12. Plus another 5 is 17 damage. 16, 15, and they have 6. So that's going to be a little generous here. And give you the extra point to kill 3.
I don't have laser sound, so.
James has got him.
Oh, you want a pew pew? There you go. In space,
No Wilhelm
nobody can help
screams.
Wilhelm.
All right. Next is back to Terra.
All right, I'm terrible at astrogation, so I'm not gonna do that shit.
You can use your action to help his roll and give him a boost die to his astrogation.
I will do that. What do I need to roll?
Nothing.
Anything?
Yeah, that's what you're spending your action doing.
All right, and then my movement. I am going to. What is our speed? Max speed.
3. Oh, your max speed? I think is also 3.
Okay.
It is.
I'm gonna. What do you guys say? Evasive maneuvers.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So it makes our difficulty 1 harder to hit, but it makes their difficulty. Also.
Your ship's too big for evasive maneuvers.
It is okay. Then I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with my maneuver.
I would maybe try and angle
Ramming
the deflector
speed.
shields.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I will angle the deflector shields.
Move. So you're gonna move 1 point from somewhere to somewhere else. I would
Front
recommend.
to the side that is completely gone.
Well played. Yeah. Okay. After Terra is the Gunny.
Gunny.
The Gunny is going to shoot.
And now we are out of bonuses from the thing. Don't forget
Yes.
he's got the bonus.
No, there are only two
No,
bonuses.
yeah, we
Me
only
and
had
Ev.
2.
Yeah, and this will be the second.
Third.
No, me and then Ev.
Oh,
Which group do you want Gunny to shoot at?
I'd say the one directly behind us still.
Okay. Gunny shoots at blue. Gunny's. Gunnery is 3. Yellow. Oh, well, isn't that helpful? Except no black dice. Difficulty is 1. Five successes, no advantages. Plus 5 is 10. Their armor is 2, so that's 8. So that's 1 and then 3 damage. 2 damage, I can count. Okay. And Vaughn.
All right. So we're going max speed.
we do need to get that astrogation in there.
I'm gonna take my maneuver to get us to the edge.
Is R1 ported in, by the by?
Oh, it's going to take him a while to get up there.
Okay.
Remember, he
Ka-dunk.
just has... Yeah.
Ka-dunk.
What's the difficulty for astrogation?
The nearest rock is medium, so... What did I say? Did I say 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4?
2, 3, 4.
Okay, so it's 3.
I'd use the light side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use a light side. And that gains me an upgrade?
Yeah.
Yes.
So turn one of those greens into a yellow. Oh.
Are you kidding?
Woo, 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 woo. Okay. 2
You
failures.
have a button for that.
No, I was thinking the...
Oh. Oh, the
What?
engine's
Yeah.
failed noise.
Or the R2D2.
It's probably actually just like the bantha system, just like shorting out, and Vaughn like punches it real hard.
2 threats, huh? I think you go straight for a second to line up your light speed shot, and so it's going to give the next attack against you a boost.
Okay.
All right, Venric.
Oh boy, just I guess gotta rinse and repeat. This is not good.
Two successes, so that's the next 2 people again. All right. Blue and then Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Blue is this group.
Blue gin.
Bombay Sapphire.
Blue milks.
All right, let's see. So there's 2 of them now, so that will reduce their to yellow, green, green. They're coming from behind. Still have one more turn with the shields boosted there, and the difficulty is 1. 2 failures, but 3 advantages. They can't do a crit, so... Oh, I forgot the boost. Not that I expect the boost to help at all, but you never know. There we go.
We did.
But not enough.
Yeah.
All right, 4 advantages.
But can't you not activate a crit unless you hit?
Right, they're not activating a crit, but they can do something else. So they'll give boosts to each of the next 2 folks, we'll say. And now it's Jin's turn. Right? Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
You can do it. Murder
Alright, I'm
them,
shooting
folks.
Yep, murdering them.
All
Don't
right.
forget about the
Laughter and
boost.
merriment.
Two successes, 3 advantages. You can activate a crit and kill them both outright.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Now the other 2 squads. Well, the other guy in the other squad. All right, yellow first. They're still full. Actually, if they're still full, then I'm going to do green first just because it's slightly easier here. Boost. 2 black dice from the back. Difficulty 1. Okay. 3 successes, 1 advantage. So it's going to do a whopping 9, 4 damage.
I mean, still, ow.
Yeah.
And who throws a shoe?
And the other one...
No more boost, right?
No, that still has a boost. They gave the blue
Oh.
squad before being destroyed gave a boost to the other 2.
That's right.
And they're coming from the right. Ooh.
Ugh. Again with those triumphs.
Yeah, so 5, 6 is 11, 12 damage, so 10. Alright, you're at less than 30, you're right around 30%. And another crit, I think.
Yep. Come on, like 2. 2.
70,
Not
80, 90,
78.
98. Crippled. Oh, wait. Nope. One of the ship's arms is... Okay. Engine damage. The ship or vehicle's maximum speed is reduced by 1 point to a minimum of 1 until the critical hit is repaired. So now you're at speed 2.
Luckily, we have a backup ship.
Ever. You can shoot the squad on the right.
I'll try it again. No boost, right?
Yes,
No,
Yes, yes,
there's a
boost.
That
Yes,
used up
boost.
our last boost.
Okay. Difficulty?
1.
1.
Oh, I think I did it wrong. It's 2 yellow on me.
Three successes, 2 advantages.
Not enough for linked.
6, 7, 8. It's exactly enough for linked.
Oh, nice.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 15. Minus
Three of
2
them. No.
is 13. So that's 2 of them.
Top of the round, or
Yeah.
I
Um,
take that back because there was one that already had 3 damage on it. So this one now has 4 damage on it. Okay, now we're good.
I'm gonna boost again, or give him James the boost,
Okay.
and I don't think there's anything on maneuvers that I can really do.
I mean, you can move the ship.
I mean, to off the map.
Or down this path here, maybe. Because remember, the closer you are to a bigger asteroid, the easier it is.
Oh yeah, so we need to get like if we get to one of these.
Then the difficulty is only 2 instead of 3.
All right, so what's our speed right now? 2,
2, and that's the maximum that you can be.
and how far will that get us?
So you can move anywhere within close range, or you can change your range for 1 maneuver. So you can get to about here.
I mean, yeah, let's do that. And then if James does the same thing with his maneuver, he can get us to this big rock right here. So I give you a boost for your thing, for your astrogation, and then move us there.
All right. You are out of close range, so Gunny can't do anything but aim. And it's James's turn.
So we can move. What's our distance?
To medium. So you can move to like right here. Which still gives us a better minus, right? not.
Difficulty 3, and it'll be difficulty 2 if you get next to that one.
But we can't strain the ship right now.
Correct.
Then I will do a mechanics check to fix that problem.
Which one?
The one where we can't do the stress. That's more problematic right now.
Okay. So take a look at that card, because I don't remember what it's called.
Power fluctuations.
And there should be...
Average.
There you go. So that's the difficulty of the mechanics check.
So you're up here rerouting all the crap.
One success, 1 advantage, 1 triumph. That's not bad.
I will take the card.
Okay. And you heal the targeted critical hit. So that is power fluctuations. Okay.
That's gone.
Now we can strain the ship to get right next to this one.
What'd you get? You got stay on target.
Stay on target. 2. Nice.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take that strain to the ship and
Okay.
And the next round, I can give you another boost, and then if you really wanted to, you could use that stay on target for 4 boost.
Okay. Logic.
Yeah.
Is there really
Uh,
nothing else you can be doing? How's your
He could-
computers?
Pretty shit. I
What's your
think.
mechanics?
That is. Let me check. Mechanics is 2 green. Yeah, no.
I mean, you could try to fix one of the smaller difficulty thing. Oh, those are both hards. Never mind.
You can also use, this thing doesn't say it, but you can also use athletics for damage control.
Ah.
I don't know what your athletics is like. Better.
Sure, yeah.
That'd be a 3. I mean, it'd be even odds to fix either of our other problems.
Yeah, let's try damage control.
Okay, you can try and heal trauma or one of the specific criticals.
Let's see if I can get the shields fixed.
Alright, shields down, so that's the difficulty 3. Oh my god.
Ooh. Did it in spades.
Yeah,
I mean, you
okay.
put some wires in the wrong place, but you did it.
Yeah, so black die as you temporarily take power offline to the next check that somebody needs to use a ship system of some sort for. And yeah, all right. Next is blue. Blue's all
Good
dead.
luck getting over here. Who's dead?
And Jin.
And I can't. No one's close enough, I don't think.
No, God, no.
Not even.
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, you could. Could he help with navigation?
Not from the gunner
No,
turret.
not
Okay,
yeah, not
yeah.
from the turret.
All right, so
I mean, now that I know athletics can be used for damage control, I be much better at that.
Oh yeah.
one maneuver to change 2 ranges. So there's 1 range, 2 ranges. Well, yellow can't quite make it, but that one red guy is being really determined.
You killed my friends.
Oh, my name is Inigo Montoya.
All right. Ability is... I've got it open right there. TIE Pilot for 1 is literally 3 greens. Okay. Where's he attacking you guys?
The rear.
The rear, and your shield boost is gone. So it's 1 setback, difficulty 1.
We fixed shields.
Right, but he's not attacking on the side that was
Yeah.
down. Oh, 1 success. A whopping 7 damage. Less your armor of 5, so 2.
Still 2 damage. We're not doing so hot right now.
Yeah. And
Top
Evon,
round?
there is nothing that is in one of the side firing arcs for those broadside cannons.
Could he do something like shoot the asteroid to make it more difficult for the yellow?
Sure.
Wanna do that?
Yeah, difficulty Difficulty 2, and for every 2 successes, you'll give them a... Now, for every 1 success, you'll make it a step higher, and for every 2 advantages, you'll give them a black die.
Awesome. And don't forget the black die because you're the first one using a ship system.
There you go. Difficulty 2, black die. Yes.
Are you muted, by the way, Ev? We can't hear you if you're talking. Now you're muted.
Oh, so I was just
Now we
being
can hear
quiet.
you.
I was just being really quiet.
So if you want to shoot that asteroid and make it hard for them, it would be a difficulty 2 and then a challenge and then a setback dice.
I
Which
think
is like
we
your
do it.
only option right now.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Yeah.
Difficulty 2 and the setback.
Yep.
Let's see how we go. Laser sound.
What happens with the triumph?
Counts as a success. Oh, right. That's a good question. And I'll give them a card. 2
Okay.
successes, so you're gonna they're gonna have to make a difficulty 2 pilot check on their move to get up next to you guys. And a triumph card for the Wookiee.
I get Misa Humber Silver. No, I joke. You underestimate my power. Spend this card to roll an additional force die and add more destiny points to the pool.
Ooh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Okay.
All it took was me mentioning a bunch of Misa, your humble servants, to start getting other
Yeah.
cards.
All right, Tara.
I'm gonna give him another boosty boost,
Okay.
and I guess just move us a little bit.
All right, James.
All right, you have 2 boosts now.
This is your time to shine. Difficulty is only 2.
There
All
we
right.
go.
All right. I'm not gonna make you guys survive for another turn.
Do
Yeah.
you have that effect still?
Do I have what effect still?
I thought you had a light speed effect. Or am I insane?
Do
No, we do.
I thought you had a light speed effect.
Weapons, ship sounds. Look at that. I do.
This one?
I swear you had a particle effect.
Oh
I didn't.
man, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, there it is. Before. There we go. Sound effect. Make things so much more interesting.
Okay.
Well, how about that?
How about that? That was
About an hour. Do we want to take a break?
well, that's just about perfect. All right. Yeah, we will be back in around 5 minutes. You are watching Star Wars Distant Suns, and we are on the Kobold Cafe. All right, we are back. And because they hit light speed or FTL, I'm going to go ahead and go to the map here. So this is where things stand. Lola Sayu, the system that you were in, is down here. What is that? I-19. I-19. BIS, your home base, is up here in K11. Here is the issue. There are a couple of ways to get home. The first option is you can take the sort of well mapped trade routes. Those are these white lines, and because they're so well mapped, you don't need to roll astrogation. Like you hit the waypoint, you line up for the next one, you hit hyperspace, like that's it. So if you take that path, it will take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
A lot.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it'll take you 7 days. The other option, since you know that somebody knows the location of your base on BIS, your BIS base,
Bisbit. Best Bisbit.
is you can try and make more of a beeline. You will have to roll, I'll say 3 astronavigation checks of increasing difficulty. 2 and then 3 and then 4. If you fail one, you'll lose a day. But if you make the straight line, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 days.
Or option 3 is we triangulate with the donut and give us a few days of repair, full repair. It'll take longer, but
That is true. And then if you, from where they are, it will take the donut 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
we can
5,
roll it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26 days to get to your base.
So, from what I remember correctly, we have half to 3/4 of our starships on the donut.
You have
Most of our clone DeLoreans, like
You left a squad of Clone DeLoreans behind, but I don't believe you left any starships behind.
that's right. Oh, we left the Walker behind because we couldn't
Yes.
move that up there. But I think we got the tanks.
I think you decided to take 1 tank out of the 2 that were there.
Mhm.
Okay. And we have our full armament of B1s and B2s, and our full armament of advanced battle droids.
Yes. That is not my table. Here it is. All right, so you
I
have
don't think we took the other ship though. That one ship.
Transports.
We took the transport. We didn't take the other, more
The-
snazzy one.
the VT-49 Decimator. You did not take. All right, so you have 500 B1s, 200 B2s, 15 spider droids, 10 droid tanks, 3 hunter-killer missile platform predator droids. Plus an entire wing of Imperial fighters, so that's 48 TIE fighters, and then 12 each interceptors and bombers. You left 30 clones behind, so you have 922 Clone DeLoreans on board, and 300 Wookiees plus Venerix, like 40 dudes.
So it's bustling up in that joint.
Yes.
And how many can the decimator take?
VT-49 Decimator. 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 2 gunners, and 6 passengers, so 10 people.
Okay, so that would only take 1/4 of the people we left behind that are military, not civilians. Okay.
Well, and despite the people there being food, we should, that might be people coming after them, we should probably make sure they're safe too.
No, what I was about to say is what we could easily do is calm them,
Mhm.
tell them to rent a freaking transport ship on Coruscant,
Hmm.
and get the hell out and do an evacuation while we get there. I mean, that is an option.
Okay, so of the three options, what are you guys thinking?
I mean, I like the idea of just making a beeline.
How long for the question? How long for the donut to go straight from where they currently are to Biss without taking the known routes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8 days.
Yeah, we could beeline, get there, start doing stuff, and then they could get there as soon as they can. Does that sound good?
I think that's our wisest option.
They're going to have a hard
Yep.
time without hero level astrogation ability.
I was about to say.
Well, we could easily meet up with them and then take that 8-day trip.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because James, you also negate that black die.
Yes.
So could we triangle how they could make it? They can do. It's every square is 2 days for them.
Every stop.
Every square is 2 days for them.
And every 2 squares is 1 day for us.
Yes.
So we could meet like right here and be about the same time.
This is up here. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Meet the donut there.
Okay. You will have to make a difficulty 2 and then a difficulty 3 astrogation roll to get there. And you lose a day for each roll that you mess up.
And R1 and I can help boost
Yes.
the navigate. So 2 boosts on each of those.
Okay, so a difficulty 2 and then a difficulty 3. So here's difficulty 2.
Okay.
And here's difficulty 3.
Hey,
Ooh.
what's the threat still?
Well, the next jump you're gonna make isn't gonna be with this ship, so you're okay.
Okay.
All right, so you do meet up with the donut. I still object to the name, but whatever.
We have it. It's the masquerade. I just keep calling it that. You all just keep following my lead.
All right, so yeah, you guys meet up. You park. And to get to Biss on the direct route, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish days. If you can make a difficulty 4 astrogation, plus everything has a black die added to it on that ship, plus I think that's it.
Question:
James negates that though.
do we want to call in some favors?
We're probably coming to endgame. So.
The planet of Mandalore owes us a solid.
Good point.
So we're gonna head there after we clear out Biss.
I mean, I'd be down to show up on Mandalore. Like, I'm sure they'd be down to have reinforcements. Standing army.
Like that's our evacuation zone.
Mythology,
Mandalore is already basically one giant refugee camp.
Hmm.
But we're not refugees.
We're a floating army.
We could bring stability to Mandalore.
I was thinking either that's where we drop off, or we call in a solid from them, or for them helping us, take on whatever's gonna attack us.
There's another planet in that system that's habitable, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There might even be two.
I think. Well, one of them got blown up, right?
Oh, right. Yes, you're right. So there
Yeah.
is one other. It's actually a moon. Called Concordia.
I mean, if we could get on that thing without anyone suspecting, like that'd be a great hiding place. Because who the fuck is gonna hide next to Mandalore?
And that actually, Leia would be pleased, or the senator would be pleased with us, because that's where we're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, the rim kind of.
Do we ever follow the rules though, or where we're supposed to be?
No, she's pissed off at us. That's why I'm saying this would make her happier. We do our job. Sometimes we tell her that we did shenanigans, and she goes, "Oh my god." But okay, yeah. So we let them know we're coming, or we just are we just gonna show up and be like, "By the way, we live here now."
I'm gonna give my cousin a call.
Yeah. What was her first name? Do we remember?
Oh, so
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was a long while ago.
I do not
Okay.
recall.
She
wrote it
sounded
down.
certain, and she was pretty.
She was a redhead. Whatever. She comes up she comes on the screen, and she's like, well, hello, cuz.
Hello, cousin. So, how's things going?
We've made some pretty good strides here. Obviously, there's still a ton of work, but the fact that we have a large weapon platform has kind of
So,
it's given us some currency with the New Republic.
and I trust those supplies I sent went to good use.
Yeah, I mean, they were gone in a couple of days, but every little bit helps.
Yeah. Do what we can. Hey, so about that, what's the name of that moon?
Concordia?
Concordia. Hey, what's the situation on Concordia like?
Most of the chemical weapons that the separatists used at the end of the Clone War have dissipated. We've got a couple of small colonies that are starting to spin up, but mostly in the old mines that dot the planet where we used to, mine. I think they actually mine Beskar there.
Could you you wouldn't happen to know of like one of those mines that could fit, a large population of
we're on
some
the
form.
planet proper.
For how long?
Undisclosed period of time.
They'll spook you for indefinitely.
We're barely making it as it is. We don't
I'm
have
bringing
the
farmers.
How many farmers?
I mean, not enough to make a dent from the get go, but
If she says no, we can always move into Yevon.
Bunch of them are farmers, aren't they? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like. She's not wild about the idea of taking on more people right now, and relations with the New Republic are so fraught that having an army show up is not going to help anything. So, like, I mean, you can hang out there for a few days or maybe even a month, but you cannot move in.
that's fair. That's totally fair. All right. Well, we will put. We may take you up on your offer of a visit, but we will search other avenues. And as always, if we can help you with anything, give us a shout.
Yeah, I don't think she's got anything that you can help her with.
Yeah. But
She's not
mostly
going
I'm being
to about
polite.
our weird question.
I mean, she's concerned, but she's like a head of state now. She's got other matters.
Yeah. And then I hang up and I look back like I don't think Mandalore is gonna work.
Do I know any old rebel bases? Or do any of us know any old rebel bases?
Yeah, everybody make me,
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do for Jedi for crazy lore stuff. Like Jedi planets or
Okay, yeah,
other
lore, or Outer Rim, or Core Worlds. Any of those three can be rolled.
difficulty. Two.
Good question. Let me look at the chart here. Finding food and shelter on a barren desert planet. Finding food and shelter on a rugged planet. Finding food or shelter on a temperate planet. Difficulty 3. And then I'm just going to go clockwise around the table.
Oh, so I shouldn't have rolled that?
No, everybody roll.
Roll what?
Your choice of those 3 lore skills that I used. Core Worlds, Outer Rim, or Lore.
It did not matter for me. They're all the same. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think then the
Oh, help.
distinction would be we have to pick one so that way he knows what avenue.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I haven't rolled
You know
mine
what?
yet.
All right. Tom, we'll start with you. What did you get?
1 success, 1 threat, 1 triumph.
Oh, okay.
And which one did avenue
Oh, I
did you
went with
roll?
lore.
You went with Lore. Okay.
Mhm.
So then...
Oh,
Not your turn. Hold on. So let's see. Character backstory. Oh. Yeah. You know a place. It's there's a temple on it that's like sacred to, whatever clan that you came from that knows the martial arts thing, but it's powerful with the Force. We never really discussed specifics about your background, but that's fine. It's somewhere in the Outer
Yeah.
Rim, and it's out of the way, although it is, well known, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not frequently visited. All right, Ever, what did you get?
I got 2 successes.
Did you?
Difficult?
The difficulty is 3.
Second.
so probably not gonna get it.
Wow.
Here.
So actually, you did get it. You got 2 successes, but 5 threats.
Right.
Which
so
which
he knows a
hold on.
place, but it's terrifying.
Which one did you roll?
What would be more
Outer
reasonable
Rim
for the
or
Loki
lore?
to have? I guess, lore, in case he heard any stories about it.
Okay, then yeah, the place you know of is a place where like mighty Wookiee warriors would go to prove themselves. They would, it's full of dangerous monsters, and but you would it hard to find. Not every tribe would know about it, but if you go to that planet, like you'd have to come back with some sort of trophy, and I would say like maybe 2 out of 5 people that attempted it lived.
I'll let them know all of this in Wookiee. Not sure if there's a protocol droid nearby to translate.
Most
I think
people speak
most
Wookiee.
of us speak it. Well, understand it.
Hmm.
I'm the only one who doesn't.
But yeah, he'll give them the dramatic whole thing, as well as only 3 out of 5 Wookiees ever come back out of it. That
Better
only
said
translates
they.
to
Sounds
any
like
growth.
a fun time.
Yes.
I got 1 success and 1 threat, and considering the stuff I've been reading in lore, I think I find Dathomir.
Yeah, that's actually fair. Dathomir is not well visited or traveled, but it's not a super friendly place. It's strong in the forest, but not the light side of the forest. All right, James, what'd you roll?
I rolled lore, 3 successes, 2 threats.
Wow, okay. Sort of the same thing. Yours is hard to find, but not super hospitable. God, where? Oh, your lore knowledge comes from
The Sage.
the Holocron.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does.
Oh man,
Does he find Dathomir also?
no. I think you have Korriban.
Or Jakku.
Jakku's not real strong with the Force.
There's that terrifying Sith weapon that lives underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Korriban.
Korriban.
The
Which one was Korriban?
Korriban, also known as Moraband, depending on the dialect and the age, was the birthplace of the Sith.
Oh, that's right.
When the Sith were
Right.
when the Sith were a race, that was their home their home world. But then when a bunch of Jedi sort of got pissed with the way the Jedi were being run and splintered off, in their travels they came across Korriban, learned about the dark side and some other things from the inhabitants, and then that's where the Sith Empire came from. So it was like a capital for the Sith race and the Sith Empire.
Okay.
And it's very what would you say? It's red rocky and desert light.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Rocky
I
Canyons.
feel like I've actually played a
Yeah,
game that had it.
uh,
KOTOR.
Knights of the Old Republic. A third of the second act took place there.
Yeah, okay, I recall now.
KOTOR, I think Jedi Academy had it. And,
yeah.
The newest one.
And we also have another dangerous place. For Venra.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Lore.
You rolled lore too?
Yep. 2 successes, 3 threats.
Okay, so nobody's finding any military bases. 2 successes, 3 threats. Lord Vader had a staging area for his army on his home planet of... Not his home planet, I guess. But, the planet with his castle on it. Mustafar. So there's definitely there should still be some bunkers and barracks and things on Mustafar. that you know of.
So we have light side amazing place and a shit ton of dark side places. We're not even considering Evers because that place sounds terrifying.
Oh, my vote's for the light side place. But...
I nominate Dathomir.
The Wookiee will
I-
sound a little bit sad about nobody wanted to go
Okay.
to the awesome place.
Venric's gonna say Mustafar so we can get supplies from it, and then we head to Tom's light side area.
I don't know.
Okay.
There could be all sorts of lightsaber crystals on Korriban.
We don't need any more crystals.
The Wookiee will argue, but trophies.
And all of our people dying, you weirdo.
We will only go ourselves, not the killable troop it.
We need a place for the oh my god.
Well, we have to clear it for the troop pay. He will
Come on,
argue, rolls,
come
and screams.
I do not have the patience to deal with you right now, Fuzzbucket. Shut the hell up.
Have fun.
Honestly, I think we go take everybody straight to that
light side planet.
light side place.
No one would ever look for them on Dathomir, but sure.
I don't think anyone would look on Mustafar either, but
Yeah, Mustafar's on the wrong side of the system for the Empire.
Dathomir's on the complete right side. Just saying.
Korriban's not too far away either.
Where is Tom's place?
I don't know, somewhere in the far outer rim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably in the unknowny regions.
Well, that's over here. The unknown regions are unexplorable.
So around like here then?
Yeah, we'll say somewhere in between, like Ryloth and Kessel, like somewhere on that outer arc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very specific. Yeah, we know where Korriban and Dathomir are.
Well, you know where this place is too. I don't specifically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just made it up, so.
But for now, we have a few places.
Mm-hmm.
We can hunker down on Mandalore for a few days and make our decision. We need to get down here and do our business.
I mean, it's also, like just defending Biss, but
I don't think we're going to be able to.
yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
Could I roll warfare to determine, based on what I know, how defendable Biss would be for us right now?
You haven't been to Biss yet, have you?
No.
Nope. He's going to ask them what it's like.
It is
Well-
a peaceful planet full of non-combatants and one Empire military base that we have pretty much emptied out and fed into the donut.
I mean, it is also like a hellhole labyrinth that we could use to our advantage.
It also has a lot of Sith ruins.
That
I mean,
doesn't help with
serious-
planetary bombardment.
Good point.
Like my vote is we defend the planet until we can get everyone out of there and move on.
Does our base have a shield generator? Can we force them to ground?
I think it was built in the side of a mountain.
It is built into the side of a mountain. But remember that the only place that you were able to land was on the cargo landing pad of the factory. Landing ships are significantly bigger and would not be able to land anywhere near the settlement. The nearest place is the desert on the far side of the canyons.
So they're most likely to just bomb the hell out of us.
That's fair. Okay.
Because TIE bombers are way easier to send out than ground troops. And
We
like,
don't
what's
we don't have like that much in the way of assets to fight a superstar destroyer.
yeah? That's why I say we grab the people there, and if they want to go, and our last 40 dudes.
That's just something we should tell Leia about. Who's
I'll
being
call
attacked
her.
by the.
I'll
I don't
call her
know.
and tell her. I'll let her know.
All right. So Leia comes on and she's like, "Oh God, you have 60 seconds. Go."
Well, we kind of pissed off the Empire recently after destroying, and we're pretty sure that an attack is coming on our home base on Biss.
What are you?
You are so terrible at this, and I push PC aside. Like, all right, so we found one of Pishi's clones. Pishi gave that clone to the care of another one of Pishi's clones who was trained in, like, Inquisitor stuff. And then we just let them go off, and she betrayed us and told the Empire where they are. So now there's a contingent of Empire ships about to be like flying through the deep core.
She like opens her mouth a couple of times and then closes it as she's formulating the thought. She's like, "Okay, so you have a base that you didn't tell me about in the deep core on Biss, which is supposed to be under quarantine. How did you even find out about Biss?"
Okay, so we picked up this like sage guy. We like picked up this sage guy from one of our earlier missions that we were doing, and he asked us if he'd help us out and have him do a favor on Biss, and we liberated. Not even liberated. We did like a ritual. He gained his force powers back. I got some more force powers.
You're a Force user? And you picked up an old guy who's also a Force user.
The wiki will grow. We're almost all Force users. In Wookiee.
Sorry, when she pissed at us, I had a delivery call.
He kind of like you see the Wookiee kind of like moving its arms around, kind of like, "Are you? We're all Force users. What are you talking about?"
I'm not.
Almost
Yeah,
all.
He's not. We got a bunch of droids that can't use the force, but yeah, us for our. But anyhow, that is so beside the point, because then we started going out. You know, we helped. Yeah, I think you're familiar with some of the stuff we did afterwards. You know, the whole thing on Mandalore and a few other things. But yeah, that pretty much fills you in. Oh, and did we tell you that there's a whole new, like, Neo Empire thing going on?
We did tell her that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told her about that. Yeah.
She's like, "Okay. So you're concerned that the Imperial Remnant is sending a ship against your base of operations in the deep core. Is that correct?"
Peaceful civilians.
Those peaceful civilians have had several chances to come back into the galaxy and have refused. Biss is under quarantine for a reason. Okay, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Transport big enough to get our remaining force there, and if you want, maybe get our AT-AT out of there.
She like looks at you for a second, and she's like, I'm sorry. Like you've pushed things too far. I'm formally ending our relationship. Do not ever call me again." And she hangs up.
Well,
Well, that was
went
to be
well.
expected.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, we haven't been using her expense account at all.
Mm-hmm.
We used it once.
You probably should have focused only on the civilians.
hey, it's fine. Let's just get our guys and get out of there. Offers to the civilians to move. Otherwise,
They're probably not gonna, but
they're not gonna, but we'll give them the opportunity. So we still need to make that last jump, right?
Yes, you still need to make that last difficulty 4 astrogations check to get to Bis.
Hey, while they're
Don't
doing
forget the
that,
double boost.
You know what? Spending it. Oh, knocking on the door. So that's spent. Are you fucking kidding?
You get 2 boosts to your next attempt, but you lose a day.
All right. So I get 2 boosts to the next attempt,
Mm-hmm.
and then the boosts from Terra and the droid.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Better. Okay. So it takes you a week, but you get to Bis.
We get to this.
All right, Venric, now why don't you roll some warfare for me?
Yeah. What's the difficulty?
2. Wow, yeah, okay. So you get a great shot as you're coming in. The terrain is pretty favorable because there's wooded hillsides with houses built on them, and then like a city center that's a little bit more built up. Lot of people live here, a couple 100,000. The mountain that the base is built into is sort of imposing and hanging out above the city, so it's it's a really well placed redoubt for sure. But then the other thing that I mentioned earlier is there's nowhere for troop ships to land. Their best bet would be to land in this open desert that's on the other side of a series of box canyons. So there is definitely favorable terrain for ground defense. For space defense, it's a little different. Now, you guys did have to make a couple of stops on the way here. One of them next to the not quite completely self-destructed interdictor.
Mm-hmm.
As far as space defense goes, that is it's a good place to at least slow people down because that's one of the best places to it's a waypoint on your way to Bis.
Could we possibly get some ground to air defenses for those space gap that we have in weakness?
You could probably buy some, yes, although it would take a while to transport and install.
We have the droids. Don't they have any?
Don't they have any?
What?
Ground to space defenses.
No.
No.
None of the vehicles that you grabbed were anti-space.
I
No.
just realized something.
Hmm.
If we were feeling really dumb, we could go back to the unknown regions in Sivas and just try and repair that. But that would be the dumbest thing we could do.
Yeah, I mean, a planet with a horrible disease, even without the
Droids.
the droids are down, but even
Mm.
even without that, you've got the disease and the force sensitive mantis creatures.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
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 No to that noise. Also, we called ahead on this and gave them a heads up to start prepping evac.
Yeah, there's not a lot of activity when you land. Are you taking the Bantha down, or are you taking the Lambda down?
Probably the Bantha. Actually, I probably had a lot of time to work on it on the trip
Only
over.
a couple days. Not enough time to repair it fully, I don't think.
Like
No.
a week. And I had repair crews and shit.
Yeah, go ahead and give a mechanics roll. No difficulty. I just kind of want to see how your successes stack up. I take that back. Go difficulty 3.
Any bonuses for having a crew and...
Nope.
Okay.
The crew will reduce the amount of time, but you're still kind of leading the repairs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll put you back up above 30 for the hull and clear off your crits.
I say we take the Lambda just in case, so we have more space and just in case we need to be sneaky.
I mean, if we act fast enough, we might be able to get out of system before they even arrive. But
I mean,
Our luck lately?
yeah, they'd be getting here as soon as we're leaving. Speaking of which, what would it be to convince the people of this to possibly leave?
There's a negotiation skill or coercion.
I'm gonna try and negotiate that.
Okay, difficulty is 4.
Let's
Sage
see
save
how
out of
good
the
I
list.
am.
Two successes, 2 advantages. Wow. Okay, some of them, I guess we'll... Some of them are willing to leave, but most of them are not. They feel like they have a duty to BIS because its connection to the Force and to like the history of their culture. Like they have, I don't know, they've been in tune with this planet for a really long time. Also, they live pretty idyllic lives. All of their needs are provided. They have tons of art and culture and no real cares or worries, and they feel pretty safe too. They've lived under the Empire before. So the leader, the magistrate, is like, some of them are like, oh yeah, I didn't like living under the Empire, especially the second wave of refugees who came from Alderaanian civilization after Alderaan was destroyed. But most of them want to stay. Again, because not only is this their home, but this is again, they feel like they have a connection to the planet.
What do you think, Master?
You know what? Actually, I think I have a map for this. There we go. Everybody is around the table in the briefing room of your base. Including the Sage. And the sages, this is truly the worst possible outcome. Because we have allowed the information to fall into the hands of his servants. I believe Sidious will do everything that he can to take this planet.
Did you just say Sidious?
I've referred to Sidious before. He is
Y-
our adversary. You probably know him as the Emperor, but he is so much more than that.
I keep saying that man is dead.
Like dead?
Death is not as black and white as most people believe. You yourself have managed to call up the ghosts of Force users, have you not?
The Wookiee slowly
I
rises.
have.
Ahead.
He looks at you. Did you want to say something, or are you just stretching?
Oh no! That was like responding to the question. He has. Remember the skull?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
he
It was him
only
going,
rises
I've seen
now.
it, with his hand up.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sidious is... Sidious is in possession of knowledge that will allow him to reach beyond the bounds of death. He will not be able to come back as strong as he was before, at least not right away. But this planet would be able to supplement that and bring him back that much quicker. We have to defend this planet at all costs, and we have to prevent the Empire from... We have to prevent Sidious's pawns from getting a foothold here.
That's what I was thinking. But I didn't want to leave these people, the civilians here anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we got to
to-
figure this out then.
Benric will. I'm assuming we can pull up a map of the city on this
Hold
hollow
on.
table.
Hold on. We're just
Hmm.
following this asshat?
He turns to look at you.
Yeah, I don't like you, you son of a bitch. We have people of our own to worry about, not his weird ass little puppets on his weird ass little planet. I'm sick and goddamn tired of listening and trusting everyone and hoping they have our best damn interests in mind. You're shady as shit, dude. You have your own reasons for wanting to stay here, and I could give two craps about what they are. I want to get our people out of here and to continue
And your
living.
voice is going to catch in your throat, and suddenly you can't breathe.
Are we all there?
Yeah.
I'll punch the sage.
You're on the other side of the table.
Okay, I thought you said we were all there.
Well, I mean,
I-
like right here. Do you see that? That's Evan.
I'm getting force choked.
Just
yeah, I'm gonna go around
just for a
to
moment.
punch.
Just
We have
long
no
enough to
idea
shut
what's
you
going
off.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we
not.
don't
He's
know.
not making any kind of motion. Although, I mean, she is
Well,
yelling at him.
I figured that since none of you have been able to do that, it's not any of you.
Well, yeah,
no,
we don't know.
it's okay. Don't,
Well,
don't
yeah,
bother me.
we don't.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just stops talking.
Yeah, she just stops talking. I think at this point, as soon as she stops talking, Vaughn will look over at her and say, this from the lady who let the person who we obviously all knew was going to give us away fly on out of here on blind faith that she's going to do the right thing. Yeah, I don't think so, honey. I'm staying.
The sage leans forward, and you can breathe now, Tarot. He just did it long enough to shut you up. He's like, not only did you let her leave, but you let her leave with somebody that you knew that Sidious's forces would want to take because she was meant to be a template for being able to successfully clone a Force user to hold another's essence.
So yeah, why don't you put on that usual cheery face? Because as far as I'm concerned, this whole problem is your fault.
Wait.
I was tempted to do something. I'm still debating.
Benric gives out a sigh, pulls up, goes to the hollow table. Do we have a map of the city?
Yeah.
He pulls it up and points out if we can evacuate the people out of the city for a bit, we could set up traps. It's defendable. We can use guerrilla warfare on them once they come in.
I'm in.
I'm used to I've worked for the bad guys. And frankly, I'd rather not see all these people either killed and or used anymore.
Yeah, and they're not going to bomb the planet, especially now that we know that they want it.
Of course they want it. The sage is like, you've
Yeah.
seen some of what this planet has to offer. He gestures to his own body. He's like, do you not remember how frail I was only months ago?
Sir, I do.
Theoretically, how long do we have till they're in system?
Worst case scenario, they know the exact location of Biss and follow in the same, sort of like beeline method that you do. Actually, somebody roll me knowledge warfare to see if you know how fast the dreadnought can go.
Difficulty?
3, unless you have space combat experience, then it's 2.
Two successes and a threat.
1 failure, 2 advantages.
Okay, so yeah, you have no idea. James, you can assume that it has the same hyperdrive capabilities as an executor class, in which case it would be class 2, the same as the donut. So you would be looking at 8-ish days to get from down where you are by the Citadel to Biss. Best case scenario is they have to kind of pilot around using space lanes, especially if they're going to be going into New Republic territory. There might be some legal hurdles, so it could take up to a month.
Well, we've got to assume that they can be here tomorrow, so we got some work to do.
Well, let's have my men and some of the clone DeLoreans start setting up defenses. We either try and evacuate the civilians or teach them to fight now.
Just bring him onto the base for now.
Mhm.
Or even better yet, have him hide in the Manufactorum.
There's room for a lot of them, but not all of them.
Which direction?
What do you mean?
If they hid in the base, there'd be room for all of them?
No.
No.
No. In either. There's
In
not
either.
Yeah, there's not room for either of them.
Well,
In either of them for all of them.
what about both of them combined?
Actually, yeah, that's probably pretty close.
All right, so split them up and send them to safety.
Okay.
Avon,
Go ahead.
he'll tell Avon prepare the Wookiees. We're gonna throw them in the tree lines, so once the attackers get close enough, they can jump them.
He'll get the Wookiees ready.
All right. Let's look at preparations in time. So you can assume that you know approximately where the enemy troops are going to land. You know at least one spot where their ship or ships will stop on their way to the planet. You don't know what forces they would be expected to bring, but you know the land, right? It would be the Canyonlands map that we already had, and the town map, and space. What else? Have you expended all of your possible resources for a fight, for backup?
We didn't actually. We could see if any of our friends if we could send ships or anything, but
Go on, Hondo.
You could reach out to Hondo.
I mean, at this point, I think we're calling everybody. So
Okay. Who's calling Hondo then?
call Hondo.
You're calling Hondo.
Hondo and I like each other.
Yes, okay. Hello, my Mandalorian friend. How is business?
Oh, you know, moving and a shaking, dodging. Keeps it exciting.
You know, there's an ancient Weequay curse that says, may you live in interesting times.
Well, I definitely am cursed. Because shit's interesting.
It's more fun that way, though, isn't it?
It certainly is. How would you like to join the party? Could be quite profitable.
I am always interested in a profit. Give me some details, my friend.
Well, look, I need sneaky, no-good scoundrels. You know, and I'm sure you don't know any. To, you know, soften up a Super Star Destroyer on its way to Biss.
Not a Super Star Destroyer.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a dreadnought. He looks taken aback. He's like, I might have a ship or 3 or 8 now. Thank you for that investment, by the way, but I don't have anything that can go up against the dreadnought.
Oh, we don't want you to go up against him. We just want you to slow him down for as long as you can without getting hurt. Because that investment, those are my ships too.
They're partially your ships.
And I like my part of those ships, so I want to keep them intact.
So what are you suggesting?
Well, I'm sure you'd have no idea how to piss off a bunch of Empire guys.
None whatsoever.
Excellent. Well, I mean, if you got any tricks up your sleeve, you know, when we end up having a whole bunch of Imperial scrap at the end of this, I'm sure we could find you some nice stuff.
Okay. I will do it for 1 million credits. That's a friend price.
Actually, I'll look up to who the guy I put in charge of the money.
Slugger?
Not Slugger, the other guy, the guy who's on base all the time. You know, the captain or whatever.
Slugger?
Slugger. much of that money do we have left?
How much of that money do you guys have left?
It was
Now
like
that we lost support of it.
$9
Yeah.
million.
Yeah, it actually, I think it's 7 million credits you still have left.
Payment on arrival.
It's like, sold. Do you know where they are coming from?
I'll send them like. All right, so my best guess is like they're coming in from in here.
He's like, okay, I will see you in, and he counts on his fingers. 7 days.
See you in 7 days. Hopefully we have 7 days, or you're not getting paid.
Well, if the Imperials destroy you, then I will have just as much to take from your destroyed base that I now know the location of. He giggles.
Oh, that destroyed base will be occupied. Didn't I mention they're coming here because they want to take over the planet? Because they want to like resurrect the Emperor.
All right. So, Hondo will slow down the approach of the Imperial ship. Any other friends that you guys can call?
As much as it pains me to say it, we do need to try and get the New Republic involved.
We
I
kind of
believe that was
burned it.
attempted.
I believe we kind of burned that bridge.
Perhaps with the new information, they'd be more than willing to try and help us, even slightly.
Yeah, I suppose you could be like, hey, I know you said
Or-
don't call you again.
What do you guys think of hey, we're over here, come and get us, fuckers.
You would have to time that right.
That's true. That would be tough.
But not impossible. Also, if they knew you had a whole bunch of counterfeit currency.
We didn't. We gave it all to Hondo.
I gave it all to Hondo.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he's the scoundrel who knew what to do with it.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
Kept, we
that's
kept
true.
the real stuff.
All right. Who else? Okay, let's remember back here, the 15-ish episodes.
The Mandalorians, the kid, the governor who's the kid we saved, the planet that we're fucking rock stars on.
Which one is that?
The one where we got our blue friend and his partner.
Oh yeah.
What's the reporter been up to?
Mostly following you around. I think probably a lot of interviewing the Clone-Dolorians. He's got a lot of interest in this planet in general. So, I mean, I don't think you'd let him into your little war council here, but he would probably be interviewing and seeing all the culture that this planet has to offer.
Maybe we should get the reporter put something out on this. Bring the public eye.
What better way to force the New Republic's hand but say they won't assist an in-need planet from Empire control?
Oh, I was thinking more along the lines of like, what if we have them write an article that's pretty much, yeah. So the New Republic, in all of its weakness, is just letting the Empire just tromps through with fucking massive war machines, like to get to the deep core.
Do you want to ask him to do that?
What does everybody think?
It would make it would make the New Republic act.
I mean, we could try to, you know, like, hey, I know you said don't call us, but like,
Well, let's try that first, actually. I agree with Jin. We should try and communicate and try and convince them before we go down that road.
I suppose we kind of burned that with Leia, but
I mean, who says we have to contact Leia specifically? We could contact someone else if we have the opportunity. Or just
Well,
send a
yeah,
message.
but as it goes up the chain, eventually it gets to Leia.
Or Mon Mothma.
Yeah, but remember how Leia liked us more than Mon Mothma?
Well, we have to give it a shot to convince them to help us. If not, we go down the other route.
Alright. Y'all should do it. I'm gonna have him work up an article. to
All right.
Release, though.
Go ahead and roll charm.
Which one of us, me or?
Whoever is trying to
whoever has the
convince.
highest.
My charm is 4 green.
Yeah, it's better
Just
than mine.
natural. What's the
Yay, we have
difficulty?
a face!
2.
Yeah, mine's only 2 greens, so.
All right, yeah. He'll write up an article. It'll take him about a day to get it distributed, but it'll run. He thinks he can get several, different, I guess, website equivalents to carry it. So that should buy you some
News
popular
sources.
support and possibly
Mhm.
force the New Republic to intercede. The Mandalorians, do you want to reach out to them again, James?
I mean, we're bringing in everybody. Why not?
All right, go ahead and roll either charm or negotiate to convince your cousin to see if she can lend support. But take a boost since you take 2 boosts because you sent those 200,000 credits worth of supplies to them. And we're going to upgrade your ability once because you let them keep the onager.
Okay. And you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
use
spend a
light side.
force point.
Okay.
So that means... And 2 boosts.
Mm-hmm.
And difficulty.
Base 2. And then did I say you're decreasing your difficulty or increasing your skill?
You said increasing the skill.
Okay. Then you're all set.
But if you want to decrease...
All right. She's like, I do owe you, and it will honestly do a lot of good for Unity's sake to
Have a common enemy.
yeah, to be able to like send my whole standing force made up of all of the clans.
Mhm.
All of the clans that I helped her unite. Just saying.
Yeah, she's like, let's see, how many sectors away is Mandalore? She's like, in 10 days, I can have the onager there.
We'll see you then.
All right, anybody else?
Do we
Do we
want
have
to
anybody?
try? Do we want to try and contact the New Republic before we send out the post, or?
Has she got any siblings left she does trust?
I'm not in the room anymore.
There's the rebel governor whose kids you saved.
Right, and we've got the commander, dude. He's on his way. Have his boyfriend give him a call, like, hey, you need to get here, like, now.
Yeah, he's probably already on his way, but I mean, it's just one guy.
Well, yeah, one guy who can, like, stand at the actual battlefield and be like, hey, you guys do these things.
That would make us have two, but we can actually split the command now.
He's way more metrics based. Like, he specializes. He was originally an ISB officer who wrote algorithms to try and find Jedi during or right after the Purge in the beginning of the Empire. Like, his whole thing is using data to drive decisions. So you and he have very, very different skill sets.
Yeah, but I was saying me and him could switch basically commands. He could take a space, and I could take the ground, or I could take the space.
That's
he could
true.
take
That's really true. Yeah, all right. He'll be here in a few days. Is that it? Is that everybody you were going to try and find?
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else we know.
Honestly,
A lot of our stuff has been, like raiding tombs and shit. So.
It's been about half
besides
that.
the new,
Mhm.
besides the New Republic, is there any other planets nearby that would be willing to help this?
You're pretty solidly in New Republic territory. The only real way to get here, at least the only easy way, is through Coruscant. So, and most people don't know BIS exists. The other powers that are out there are the Imperial Remnant and the corporate sector.
In the huts.
And the Huts. That's true. Does anybody have any
And-
underworld contacts?
I don't think we do.
I think we just already used our one underworld contact.
Well, short of contacting the New Republic, I think we're out of ideas.
We should, let them know what's coming. But...
I mean, I can
Again,
try.
I think we did, like,
can try.
literally that
Mhm.
when we talked to Leia. Like, Leia knows.
Mhm.
She doesn't know the full spectrum, I believe. She knows part of it.
She knows there's a ship on its way to BIS to attack you guys.
Yeah, she doesn't know
Not
about the-
that why. She doesn't know the why it is.
Correct.
What would we have to roll if we try and even contact?
Charm?
I don't
Yeah, we should-
necessarily think this is the best idea.
I'll try. Okay, what's the difficulty?
She doesn't know you. She's already pissed at the group. We're gonna make it a nice daunting. That's 4.
Okay, then let's
You can
try.
use one of- How many light side points do we have left?
6.
You might want to use them.
Yeah, I'd use one of those.
And what's that gonna give me?
It'll
Upgrade.
upgrade one of your dice to a yellow.
Yep, let's try. Zero successes, zero advantage.
She doesn't even take your call.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
Yeah, I think the best idea is just to release that article,
Mm-hmm.
force them to do something.
I mean, we're gonna have to leave this either way, so
Like, make sure that he's left, some specifics out.
Yeah, what exactly do you want that article to say?
I mean, pretty much I just want it to be an article about how, there's an Imperial fucking war machine just trollalopping outside of Imperial space, and the Republic is doing fuck all against it.
Fuck all to stop it, and it's going into New Republic territory.
Like, and it's just been like
They are New Republic.
Yeah.
The Empire is officially recognized as New Republic. Just to remind you guys.
They're like the New Republic's version of Florida.
okay.
No, we should.
We can put it into fact it's going to endanger civilian lives on this.
Yeah.
No one tries to stop it.
Can even say that, hey, we told a senator and they did nothing.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be what has to work for us.
All right.
Just working our way back into Leia's good graces.
Yeah.
That bridge is
Oh
officially
yeah, totally.
burned.
What bridge? It is now Ash.
Yeah.
Colin, also, where's your drop zone
Where's my drop zone?
for note cards?
Oh, I don't have one.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look at that. Somebody left a note card upside down on my thing. How did you get the back of this green? Oh, you can color tint it. Isn't that interesting? Okay.
Don't need to respond. That's just what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right, so I think you guys have expended your resources.
There is one thing I'm not sure of my work.
I'm listening.
Can I meditate? I know I have no skills, but I want to see if the Force can give me an answer or some assistance.
I'm sorry, which...
Mostly with the you underestimate my power card. Use one Force dice to meditate and see if the Force can show me the way, or way to get more assistance.
There is actually a force power for that. Oh, you don't have any force powers, do you?
No, I'm mostly fighter.
Do you have any experience?
Yes. I don't think I have used anything else after dedication.
Oh, I have droid for a species selected. No wonder. So hold on. Let me bring it up real quick. Force powers.
Oh, unused experience is fine. Sorry.
Unused experience is only 5?
Yes. If we have total XP of 375, then my unused is 5.
We have a higher earned experience than that.
Then I do have unused.
Earned experience. Wait, 375?
Yes, total for me.
Total experience. What's your earned experience?
285.
Yeah. We have 310 earned experience. You have tons of experience.
That gives me 35 unused experience.
All right, so there's 2 powers that come to mind. There's Force C. So you can use your force to give vague hints of events to come up to a day in your own personal future. Or there's Ward's Foresight, which will let you see what somebody else might do. There's no battle meditation?
Damn. That's usually really good.
If there isn't, then I think I go with the first option. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost me.
There isn't, but if you were interested in that, we could... I'm sure I'm not the first person to see it as a glaring hole. Just want to see here.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, wait, no, somebody already did it. It's in one of the expansions that hasn't made its way into the character generator, I guess. But
Oh,
there is totally a battle meditation.
How
Force
many
user
points does that
directs
cost?
allies in battle, making them more effective as a coordinated unit. May spend force powers to add an automatic success to all checks made by a number of engaged friendly targets up to his presence before the end of his next turn.
I like that.
Looks like your force rating has to be 2 or higher, though.
Oh,
And yours is only 1. So something to think about for the future, or maybe some direction to move towards before the actual fight starts. But there are some options for force powers that will let you sort of see the future, or have some hints.
Is there a way that I can use you underestimate my power without having a force power with what I have already?
Yeah, you underestimate my power is just to add points to the pool, the dark side or light side points.
So what can I do with the
Roll,
light side?
roll a force die,
Uh-huh.
and you add that many light side or dark side points to the pool, like we do at the beginning of the game. All right, so we're adding 2 light side points.
Okay. And this one goes away.
Yep. All right.
So, the Wookiee meditates a little bit, and you feel this. The force is with us, just a slightly, a little bit.
All right. So the decimator, its engines start powering up. And it flies out of the bay.
Did Pishi just do what I think they did? Ah,
Looks like.
God damn it.
Okay. Pishi, what exactly are you doing?
Well, first off, I'm zooming in on the map. I'm heading out of system to that planet where the what Chimajig is, the Senate.
All right. I am going to.
You don't have to. Okay.
I'm gonna bring up the map because it's really hard to see, and I added some things to make the. All right. All right, so you're taking the VT-49 decimator to there. Are you just taking hyperlanes?
Yeah, my navigation is terrible.
All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Isn't the 2-lane much quicker?
Yeah, I was going the wrong direction. So 1, 2, 3. It's hard to see where the border is. 3, 4, 5, and the speed of the decimator is
Decent. I'm gonna pretty much probably be out.
primary
Okay.
class 1, so 5 days.
I'm definitely gonna be out the rest of this episode, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else specific to prepare?
maybe
Fortify the town, maybe. That's probably all we can do at this point.
yeah, I think just get our troops like into strategic locations and dig in the canyon a bit. And...
All right. Hondo gives you a call, Vaughn.
Hondo!
He's like, "Hello. I wanted to let you know that we discovered where the Imperial ship is. It's sticking mostly to secondary hyperroutes, so it will not be in your area until 12 days from now. We've been able to slow it down a little bit, so 15 days to 17 days from now, the Imperial ship should be in orbit around your planet."
Awesome. You've more than earned your pay. And then, like, can I pan, like, a camera over to a stack of cash? Like, hey, you've earned it.
He's like, "Oh, I'm coming for it. I'll be there in a couple of days."
Okay, knowing we have more time now, can I rally the people of this and have them trained to defend themselves if they get past us?
Good
I'll-
luck
I'll-
with that.
Yeah, they're pretty pacifistic to the point where, like, literally right under the town, a bunch of pack hunting animals started nesting, and they just started avoiding that area of town instead of trying to kill them or block them in or anything.
Wait, pack animals?
I'm sorry, pack hunters,
Like wolves.
like wolves, but empowered with the dark side.
Tempting. But, fuck, okay.
Oh, is this
Are
the
they
canyon
all
where
just...
Isn't there still the Rancor in this canyon too?
No, that thing's super dead.
Yeah, the
Wookiees-
the
right.
Wookiees killed the Rancor.
That's right.
Okay, I'm assuming it would be really hard to tame the pack animals empowered by the dark side.
To tame them, yes, that would be difficult. Also, they're dead.
Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay, I guess we're training the Wookiees.
Okay, so you're gonna spend some time focusing on Wookiee training. Go ahead and give me a
Yeah.
leadership role, because they really haven't had a whole lot of... Yeah. Difficulty
Difficulty.
3. Oh, yeah, you have them eating out of the palm of your hand. When you try and break them into squads, I think there's a bunch of pretty savage fights, and one of them is killed, as they're trying to fight over who gets to be, like, their version of non-commissioned officers. But, but yes, you do get them organized and working together much more effectively than any of these other Jokers had been able to. All right.
Okay,
That's
so
the
what
fun.
is the arrival time scale of everybody?
All right. So in 17 days, well, between 15 and 17 days, we'll say. Whoa.
Having some troubles?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. All right.
Between,
So
let's just assume 15.
yes, and in 15 days, the asserter will arrive. 5 days before that, the onager will arrive from Mandalore. 4 days before that, no. 7 days before that, Hondo will arrive. And Pishi will get to the Senate in 5 days. So Hondo, Pishi at the Senate, Onager, Asserter.
Although you have no idea that's where she's going.
No, but it still helps to put that in there.
All right. Well, I guess we should talk, battle strategy, because I know Vaughn thinks that, the best defense is a good offense, and we're gonna die in a battle of attrition.
Not if we use guerrilla warfare as well. Because they'll be coming from an open area. We'll have cover still.
Well, yeah, but they've got supply lines, and they can keep the siege up very long. We can't necessarily. We're still what, 2,000 strong at this point?
Our best
A little less than that.
With everybody that's coming, because our fleet pretty much consists of a bunch of ties, numbering in the double digits, if I'm correct.
72.
Yeah, so I mean, we are very, very much pulling a David and Goliath here. So I recommend we need someone to be the rock on the slingshot. The only way we've got a chance is if we get people on the ship.
Wait, shit. Wasn't Venric technically on a dreadnought when he went to Cyphas?
Yeah, you were on an executor. Same space frame, but with a different armament and capabilities. Similar enough.
Do we want to risk sending Venric off planet to do that with a group, or with all of us?
Well, I mean, honestly, we're not going to be super helpful, on the front lines. Yeah, we'll make a dent, but
Definitely.
really, I think the best use of us is we should assault the big ship.
Yeah. Leave the commanding to,
Yeah, I mean, we've hired a commander. He's here now.
Benric will recommend if we're doing squads of clone Dolorians, we put one of the 30 odd survivors of his in charge, since they
Well,
are
yeah,
battle
but-
hardened compared.
We've also got a small force of droidicas to consider, and many clone Dolorians.
Yeah. The Clone DeLoreans are pretty battle hardened too, mostly because they lived decades on a planet fighting the Wookiees.
Yeah.
That's for Logic's benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Wookiees are good at ambushing and hiding, so it might be good to leave them hidden until the Empire comes at us, and then we ambush them with the Wookiees.
So what I'm thinking is 3 different lines for them to cross. So we get our first line, and we leave that a good chunk, because the Wookiees, they're guerrilla warriors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wookiees are melee focused, although they do have some bowcaster snipers.
But they're all stealth and ambush and
Exactly.
fucking destroy shit. So my proposal is the first like 2 miles in on that, or the first like mile in on that front line is, we make them walk into the forest and just have the Wookiees take them out. And then we position as they get further in, droid squads
Yeah, and then in the city we
to
have-
really slow them down. And then in our best, most fortified position, we keep our clone DeLoreans.
Yeah, that's
Did you just say that Wookiee lives don't matter?
no.
No, I think I said that those Wookiees will survive that.
The Broly can charge in, shock the lines, dealing a lot of damage, and get the fuck away. We're the only ones that can actually do something like
Yeah, like there are guerrilla warriors, so like any squads that get past them, they have to fight.
And
Like I'm
then-
thinking this like a tower defense game almost. Like, we've got a bunch of Wookiees that are just out hunting squads as they march into the forest, and then anything they don't manage to get has to fight droids and then clone DeLoreans.
Okay.
Look, we'll think of rewards for everyone once we finish this battle, okay?
All right, so there's plenty to keep you guys busy then. I mean, you can dig fortifications, spider holes for the Wookiees, like whatever you need. There's definitely stuff for you to do in the meantime. So I will let each of you make one roll to sort of inform what you were doing in your time, and we'll go counterclockwise since we went clockwise last time. So, Venric, something having to do with your leadership, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably coordinating squads into positions, having set up groups of teams based on skill sets and weaponry.
All right, perfect. Difficulty 2, I would say. Three successes, 1 advantage, 1 triumph. Okay, so this is just going to inform sort of the quality of your troops. What that means is normally for the clone DeLoreans, I use the clone trooper the clone trooper minion template for, but instead of the clone troopers, I'm going to use clone ARC troopers instead. Fair?
Yeah, that's good.
Good God, Nemesis? Okay, maybe not clone ARC troopers. Maybe clone commandos.
Jesus.
No. Clone ARC troopers. Clone ARC troopers.
Also Nemesis. Clone ARF troopers. Perfect. All right. Yes. They're
Significantly upgraded, but not quite so terrifyingly upgraded.
Clone Commando Melee, Clone Gunnery Crew, Clone Sergeant, Clone Trooper Rival. Oh, that's exactly what I want. There you go. So instead of minions, they're now rivals. That is a significant advantage. Okay. Vaughn, what are you doing to prepare for this fight?
I mean, honestly, I think I'm getting the tip of that spear sharp, so something to do with space, getting our little fleet ready to go. Wondering, where the hell is Pishi? And I believe seeing a missing ship.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it take off.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't being super stealthy about the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. So,
But-
what are you gonna roll?
Uh, no. Warfare, I guess, seems.
Okay. To coordinate like tactical plans.
Yeah, yeah, like, getting our little base attack force ready to, like, because again, we're not gonna fight that thing in space, so, like,
Yeah.
maybe
Okay.
do like an Ender-esque cone or something. I don't know.
All right. So knowledge warfare to plan out the space battle.
Yeah, difficulty.
Um, 2.
Triumph. One
Okay.
success, one triumph.
1 success, 1 triumph. Um. All right. So we'll give a boost to the space combat rolls.
Cool.
All right. Tara, obviously you're off doing something else. We'll get to you in a second. Evon, what is your plan for getting ready for the big space fight or big battle?
Uh, hmm. Since I'm not really good at leadership, I don't think I should give a inspirational speech to the Wookiees. I'm going to. I'm going to look and see how Pesci is doing after I see that my lightsaber is doing well. Mostly a checkup because I know they have been going through a lot.
Um, Normally that would be charm. Give it a leadership. You're just checking in with them, you said?
Yeah, I want to see how she's doing, if she needs some help or something.
No,
like
he
that.
wants to contact me.
Oh, you. Okay. Then yeah.
I'm not answering the phone.
Well, there you go.
I bailed.
So you don't answer.
Nope.
Can I track where she went?
No.
Uh, I guess I'll let everybody know that overcomes the reporting Wookiee just starts screaming, saying, Pesci is gone.
We
I
knew
can't
that.
find her.
We knew that when the ship disappeared.
Hmm. Well, he just found
There
out.
was yeah, it was very obvious because the ship's engine started and left.
Yeah, he. Never mind. So he's just probably gonna head over with the Wookiees. Feeling a little bit left out because he wanted to be with Pesci at this time.
All right. Let's do. Do leadership. Difficulty 2, just to be present and support them. You are their chieftain, technically.
No difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
I got no threats, no successes.
All right. Well, you don't hurt anything. And
Hooray.
Jin, what is your plan to prepare for the attack?
I think I'm going to be. Look, they've got most of the kind of those folks covered. I'm going to be mostly meditating and prepping in the wherever the the underground places of power.
Ooh. Okay. I mean, there is that one
Mhm.
with that crystal.
Yeah.
Um. Give me a force die roll. Just one die.
Two light side.
Okay. Yeah, you get in tune with the planet's with the planet, the planet has that really strong aura
Mhm.
of life, and
Mhm.
you personally are very in tune with that.
Mhm.
So for the coming battle, if you are on the planet, um you can roll an extra force die.
Awesome.
In fact, that will, anytime you are on this planet and you need to roll a force
Mhm.
die, you can always roll an extra force die.
Awesome.
All right. Tara, what is your plan when you get to the planet, the Senate planet?
I'm gonna land on the place where you can get into the actual building, and then I'm gonna walk in to that main front area and say, I would like to see Senator Organa, please.
Okay. Uh, you are asked to wait. If you are carrying your lightsaber, you are asked to
I'm never
relinquish it.
carrying my lightsaber,
Yeah.
remember?
I just thought I'd double check. Um, okay, so you are not brought to her office. You're brought to what looks more like an interrogation room than anything else. Um, she's there. The security officer that uh escorts you continues to stand behind you when you sit.
Mhm.
She's like, I thought that you weren't going to contact me anymore.
This is the last time you will ever see me, but here, give me 10 minutes of your time and hear out what I have to say.
I think you've earned that.
First off, I know this is going to sound weird. I take off my helmet and hold it over to her. Would you put this on for just a moment?
The security guard reaches down, grabs it, like he looks inside, moves his bare hand around the inside. He puts it on for a second, and then he hands it to her with a nod, and she puts it on.
Lie to me.
She's like, um, my father was Darth Vader, and I am terrified that my son will fall to the dark side. And then, like, she looks terrified, takes it off, and throws it back at you.
Good, thank you. Good to know that also. I turn it around and put it back on. So now you know everything that I am about to say is the absolute truth. Do we really need him here?
Roll charm.
Plus whatever weird bonus I get for wearing the helmet. I think it's just 2. Charm. Where is charm even? Yeah, it's just 2 green. Difficulty?
2 with a boost.
Not good.
Not good. She's like, I would feel safer with my security, yes.
All right. So, what we told you about that planet is only half of what's actually going on there. It is a planet that has force healing potential that can bring things on the cusp of death back to full. I've seen this happen with my own eyes, a man that we know as the Sage, who I don't trust, went from being scarred, old, and on the brink of death to being absolutely fit and healthy as a, what would you say, like 20-year-old?
Oh, no, more like a really fit 50-year-old.
Okay, from the cusp of death to that of a fit 50-year-old. He believes, which this part I don't think is correct, that they're trying to bring back Palpatine, also known as the Emperor, with the force power of this planet. It has also been known that the Empire remnant is trying to take this planet for one reason, nefarious reason or another. They killed my sister in recent days because for this plan. I'm not asking you to send the New Republic forces or anything along those lines. I just thought you should know what's at stake in this, and that maybe that there is a way, either through the Republic or your contacts, that we may mitigate this current problem.
She sits back. She's like, we recovered some Imperial files about the Emperor's plan on Biss. I can confirm 100% that Palpatine is dead. My brother watched my father give his life to kill the Emperor. But I can also see how the Imperial Remnant would be very interested in a planet like that, which is part of the reason why we never put Biss on the registry after the Empire fell. I don't have a lot that I can do to help you in this instance. I am one senator. I'm not the head of our security forces. I'm not the head of our spy forces. But I do have some contacts that I've been holding in reserve and using kind of like I used to use you guys. I will see what I can do. I'm not making any promises, but I see where you're coming from, and I know you're telling me the truth.
I'll give her a nod and then say, thank you for your time. If you need to get in contact, please contact the base where we contacted you before. It was nice knowing you, Senator.
She cocks her head a little bit, and she's like, I won't say the same, but it has been interesting, and I wish I would have known you 20 years ago.
Give a nod, stand up, turn around.
Okay. So are you going back to Biss?
No.
Where are you going?
I'm making 2 more phone calls.
Okay.
First one, I'm gonna try to track down me other sister, the one who was out to, murder the little one. I don't know what you'll need to roll for that. Or if I can, reach out to the Force with her, or I don't know.
Is that the one I had a honorable duel with?
Yes.
Yes.
So is she quote unquote on our side?
What do you need to roll?
Also, I did have that guy. I paid that guy to find people who look just like me.
Yeah, you did, and I feel like she also... I don't know, you put out some feelers. What's the other call you're gonna make?
Oh, well, after that, I was gonna, call the the First Order admiral I know, but I was gonna wait until after I got hold of my sister.
Okay. So it will take you a couple of days, probably the same day that Hondo shows up on Biss.
All right, so you can do the Hondo stuff first.
Well,
yeah.
let's just do this. You do get in touch with your sister. I think
Okay.
actually she gets in touch with you, but
Okay, via the Force or via something else?
communicator.
Okay.
She's like, well, you're looking for somebody. I assume that it's me and not one of our sisters.
I killed Miyoshi the other day, so
She. I take it you're not wearing your helmet?
I'm not.
She cocks her head and she's like, finally saw the light, huh?
Or was it Miyoshi? Which one was it? No, not Miyoshi. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you killed the other one. Chris?
What was her name? Chris. Yeah, killed Chris the other day.
She's like, oh.
After she murdered and harvested Miyoshi.
I won't say I told you so, but
You just did. Anyway, I was hoping that maybe you would like to try to destroy the people who now have that information with me.
that's what I've spent the last decade and a half doing.
I have a way on their one of their main ships that's poised to attack the planet of Biss. If we both attack from the inside, we may be able to take them down, or at least give our people on the planet a fighting chance.
And sounds suicidal.
I never said it wasn't.
There's still quite a few of the Master's works that I was hoping to destroy to prevent his return.
If you don't want to come, that's your prerogative. But at this point in time, this is our best bet to take them down a peg and help destroy what they're planning.
Roll charm, difficulty 3.
Okay.
Or negotiation if you're prepared to offer something up.
Both are the same thing.
Okay.
Ugh. Wish I had a boost thing instead of this initiative order card. I'm gonna spend one of these. Fuck it, how many do we have left? Spending 2 of these. Any boost or anything like that?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, okay. She's like, I agree with your goal, sister, and I'm glad that you've seen the way. But my path is not supposed to end yet. Good luck. And she cuts out.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
First Order Admiral.
Hello, Admiral.
Which one are you?
Pishi.
The one I met on Mandalore.
That's correct.
I've got a bone or 3 to pick with you.
Well, would you like to have a chat?
I think that I don't have the time.
I could meet you on your way.
What makes you think I'm going anywhere?
You can play dumb with me if you want.
He leans forward and his brow furrows. I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
You're telling me you don't know that a God, destroyer? What was it again?
An Asserter class Star Dreadnought.
An Asserter class Star Dreadnought is approaching the force or the planet Biss.
He barks out a laugh. He's like, we don't have any Star Dreadnoughts of any variety left.
Well, if someone is.
Assuming you're telling me the truth, why do I care?
Because they are planning to do something for a bite of power in that system. If they are able to get what they want, they will have vastly improved their own strengths. And if it's not you, then another Empire remnant is going to be in play, fighting for your power.
It's like there are several warlords that or several leaders that are vying for power, but I think that I would probably know if any of them had something so powerful in their arsenal.
I will actually look over at one of my droids and say, could you pull up information from the recordings from the Bantha, please?
Roger, and like slowly reaches out and like the slowest typer you've ever met, like hits some buttons and eventually the information comes up. Go ahead and roll charm, difficulty 4 with a boost.
Difficulty 4 with a boost. Okay. I'm not even gonna use any of the things for this because that would just be a waste of good die cards. Yeah, nope. Oh, holy shit!
Holy shit. He's like, interesting. I will have to inform the general that somebody has been holding out on us. You said it's on its way to Biss.
Or, I would have said, actually, I would take that back. I would have said to the deep core. I would have left that little tidbit off.
You said it's on its way to the deep core. Where is it going?
Meet me in the bring your places to either Coruscant or Empress Tessa. Testa?
Teta?
Teta?
I'm not certain that we are going to be able to muster forces from on such a short notice, at least not very quickly.
You have a matter of days, I would imagine. I would suggest getting your act together, but I'll meet you at which would you prefer?
It'll take 14... He's like, I'll pass your information along, and I will reach out to you on this channel if I bring forces to Coruscant.
Make it quick. The clock is ticking.
He ends the call with a contemptuous smile.
Cool. I'm going to head to Coruscant, and that's me.
All right. Hondo arriving. He has he brings some weapons and armor, enough to outfit anybody who didn't already have decent gear. Although, come to think of it, you guys had enough to equip literally a legion of stormtroopers.
Yes.
He's like, okay, we have approximately 9 days before the enemy shows up. What can I do to help? And where is my money?
I'll throw a duffel bag at him.
He hands it to his little R5 droid with the gun mounted on top, who chitters and rolls away towards the ship.
Well, Hondo, we're getting ready for a space attack. You think you could help us get on that ship?
Well, hold on a minute. The deal was that I would help you slow down the ship and give whatever material support I could. You didn't say anything about infiltrating a Star Dreadnought.
No, I didn't. That's why I posed it as a question.
I
You
might
get paid
know
for doing what you already did.
I might know a couple of tricks that could help you evade their sensors. Let me and some of my crew on board the Bantha, and I'll improve your chances of being able to sneak on board undetected. Fair?
Works for me.
He nods, and then he whistles really loudly, and like a dozen Ergnauts with, hard hats and blowtorches and shit run out, and, he says something in Ergnaut, which sounds like a bunch of grunts, and they all run over to the Bantha and just start going to town on it.
Awesome.
All right, a few days after that, the Onager shows up. The crew is entirely Mandalorian. They greet, they spend a couple of days conversing with the Clone-Delorians. They have a kinship, so they form a pretty strong bond. They drill and prepare as best they can, but the Onager is outclassed significantly by the assertor. So what is the plan? Your cousin wants to know what the plan is.
Well, not only is it outclassed, but our fleet of TIE fighters is quite small. So my plan is we need to get a small force on board that ship. Like, from the inside is the only way we're taking it out. So thinking one hard strike as fast as we can. We use that to get people on board. And then as soon as people are on board, you get the hell out of here.
I can do that. Between your ships and the 24 fighters that I brought, we should be able to keep the enemy fighters off the Onager long enough to get a couple of solid shots off. Logic, since you weren't here at that point, the Onager is a Star Destroyer. It's smaller than the Imperial class, but it's basically built around a giant Kyber-powered railgun, and it's designed to take out capital ships from long range.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. She's like, okay, well, we can do that. Launch fighters, keep them off of us long enough to get in a couple of good shots, and then, what, just leave? It doesn't really feel like it's part of the creed.
Yeah, but the future of Mandalore has to be thought of as well. You don't have to just leave.
Disney way.
I mean, you could. That's totally acceptable, and I would understand 100% if that was the choice you made. But I mean, you could use the planet as defense to do strike runs. Like, but head to head, we're not gonna win. And well, I like winning.
She grins fiercely. So do I. We'll get some more practice in and see what we can do using the planet. Kind of like the idea of using the gravity to perform a much quicker turn.
Well, do what you can. Just don't break it before we can fight.
She's like, "Oh no, I promise I won't break it until after I get to shoot a Star Destroyer at least once."
I think Vaughn will smile fiercely at that.
Okay. Three.
Does the senator call at any point?
I don't think so.
Is there any galactic reaction to that article?
There is, it takes a bit to gain momentum, but there's definitely like by the end of the week, there's like headlines that are like, with pictures of the ship, like what is the story with this Imperial ship? Why is it in core space? And there's inquiries every time that it stops in its travels. It's in that system for like a day or two, tied up with red tape. So it, there's a lot of time for people to kind of get upset about it. You don't get any responses from the New Republic, the Imperial Remnant, or Senator Organa. But the day finally arrives where, you have a scout ship or something that lets you know that it's about to arrive. And I think, I don't know, I was going to try and come up with some sort of dramatic way to end it, but I think it's just everybody kind of standing quietly at their posts, waiting for the ship to drop out of hyperspace.
I mean,
I mean, this is a pretty gravitas situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
we have just spent an entire session preparing for a fight that is ultimately fucking futile.
Okay, Colin, quick question.
Yeah,
When they have to stop off in Coruscant, right?
they do have to stop at Coruscant.
Well, while they're caught up in the red tape there, because the Imperial Remnant never called me back, right?
You never heard back from the Imperial Remnant.
All right. Could I actually either sneak on board on my ship while they're there or get captured?
We'll do something off screen to get you on board. I haven't decided what yet.
Okay. Because, yeah, either sneaking on board with my ship or getting outright captured. Because, yeah.
Captured is probably more likely. But like I said, we'll do that off screen and figure out exactly what happened before we come in for the next session.
Awesome.
Right. So,
I mean, I guess you could have us all gathered around near the final day. Jesus.
Yeah, we could be having that classic Warriors drink before the... Like, we're just in the bar, having some laughs.
yeah, I think I honestly I think that's it. I think
Hmm.
so. I think what we've been building to will happen next week. Will be sort of this climactic conclusion. We will take a break for the holiday. I promise not to, or holidays. I promise not to end on a huge cliffhanger. So I reserve the right, if necessary, to turn next week into a two-parter. But otherwise, this will mark the end of the first season of Star Wars Distant Suns. During the holidays, because I work retail, there's precious little time in Sanity. So we may run some small things. I may use it to prep some one shots or something, but we will come back to Star Wars in the new year after next week's session.
Or the week afters.
Or the week after, depending on how it turns out.
And it's not happening on Thursdays, but Dark Vision season 2 book 2 is finally happening, starting in a couple weeks. So there'll be that to look forward to.
Oh, we're doing that in a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
All right. We're the Kobold Cafe. This is Star Wars Distant Suns. Joining us tonight. What order are we going to go in? We're going to go in order of how well prepared I think they made the team. No, because everybody contributed.
Don't we usually roll
Start
the
with-
force dice?
Oh yeah.
Or the dark side dice?
Morality.
That's an excellent point. All right. Let's start with Jin. Jin, you meditated in a cave that was full of the dark side.
Also murdered a bunch of pilots.
You also murdered a bunch of pilots. 6. You're rolling against a 6.
Okay.
It's on the kobold's face.
Yeah, let me keyboard's acting up.
It's also middle click and drag.
It's on my face. There we go. I was on the.
All right, so you lose 3 morality.
Okay.
Evan, you killed a bunch of pilots as well. You also did some meditation though. You showed concern. Let's just roll against the 2. So you gain
Gain-
6. Pishi, you made some dicey moves.
I mean, she's spiraling.
Yeah, she is, but you're not going insane. Like, I understand the choices that you're making. Roll against a 4. You gain 2. Vaughn, you got a little frustrated with the astrogation. But you didn't let any of your emotions get the better of you, did you?
No, he totally did.
Yeah, he got pissed off at Pishi.
That's what.
Oh,
that
oh
was
yeah.
the final straw that made her
Oh
leave.
yeah, I forgot about that.
That big fight with Pishi.
Yeah.
She saw that as the last remnant of family she had abandoning her for this asshole sage guy. So yeah.
Yeah, you also, I mean, you definitely leaned into the sage's version of things. Go ahead and take roll against a 4. All right, so you gain 1. And Venric, you don't have to roll because you're not a Force user. All right.
Outro.
Oh yeah, sure. Just do the short version.
Let me make it.
All right, so yes, we are the Kobold Cafe. You can catch us here on Thursday nights doing sci-fi East stuff. We'll take a little break, but we'll keep doing stuff on Thursdays through the holiday season. Just not this after the finale. Joining us tonight in counterclockwise order around these models, we have Logic.
Hi, I'm Logic. I played Venric, the commander who has now wrangled the Savage Wookiees into a squads.
And Evereth.
Hello, I was Sebras playing Ebon. Just another day on a Wookiee set life.
And Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Bishi, who 80% chance isn't gonna make it out of the end of next episode.
And James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Von Oslars, and I planned for war. It's kind of
And
fun having all the other people joining us. all
Plot
of our
points.
friends. Yeah.
all right, and Tom.
I'm Tom. I played Jin, the force using martial artist, and I'm getting ready to crack some skulls.
All right, so join us next week for the the climax that we've been building to for 17 weeks now.
Yep.
Longer because we've skipped a couple.
Well, okay, 17 episodes,
17
games.
episodes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and everybody say goodnight.
We have to do.
Oh my God, we have to do all of the stuff. I
We have to do all
am.
this stuff. You're out of it. So we're at the Kobold Cafe. We stream regularly. Catch us tomorrow for another episode of. Oh, why am I drawing a blank on the name of the game?
Star Wars Distant Sons.
No.
Oh,
Frozen Gods.
Frozen Gods.
Oh.
Thank you. Join us tomorrow for Frozen Gods. Next week for the finale of this. And you can catch us on Twitter at Kobold Cafe. You can search for us on Twitch at Kobold Cafe. You can go to our website at The Kobold Cafe. You can search for us on YouTube at The Kobold Cafe. And our outro music is Nincompoop by Josh Woodward. Check out his music at joshwoodward.com. He's got a bunch of amazing Creative Commons stuff, in which we used Creative Commons license, attribution, whatever it's called. And am I missing anything?
I don't think so, but I'm probably not the one to ask because apparently I'm forgetting everything tonight.
Sounded about right.
That sounded about
It's
right.
been a long week.
It really has.
Yeah, all of our past episodes of everything are on YouTube. There's some, full series of things like Star Trek and what's the thingy?
Dark Visions.
Sure.
Yeah, there's only 5 episodes of it, but if you check out Dark Visions, getting ready for book 2 on that, it is a Cthulhu-esque horror game that takes place in British Columbia in the 1970s.
You also check out Windraker too.
Yeah, they're all good.
They are. We also have several one-shots that we threw up there. We did 3 horror one-shots over the weekend for Halloween. So those should be on YouTube soon. I'm sure Luke will get around to that eventually.
But yeah.
All right. Thanks again for watching, and now can everybody say goodnight?
Night.
Good night.
Good night.